Hi, I'm Richard Landreth, Director of Lincoln County Library System. Welcome to Getting Acquainted with Acrylics with Sadie Payne. Before class begins, I'd like to take a few moments to thank some of our sponsors and supporters. First, I'd like to thank the Lincoln County Library System and the facilitators across the county. Second, I'd like to thank the Lincoln County Library Foundation for monetary support. We'd also like to thank the Camera Senior Center, whose area we will be invading. So thank you very much. And last but not least, we'd like to thank the Creative Aging in Wyoming Public Libraries, which is a joint initiative of the Wyoming State Library, the Wyoming State Arts Council, and Lifetime Arts. The project was made possible through the generous support from the May and Stanley Smith Charitable Trust and the Wyoming Community Foundation. At any time, if you have questions, feel free to type it in the chat or contact an on-site facilitator. Thank you, and now let class begin. Enjoy.
Hi, everybody.
Just a minute, let me get on.
Okay. Hi, everybody. I understand we have a question right off the bat.
It says, can Sadie give us a brief overview of what we would like to get done today with this painting? That might help us stay on task.
Okay. So they're asking for a brief overview of what we want to accomplish today. So I'm thinking that we'll try to get at least 3/4 of our gnome done, if at all possible, the whole thing, but I don't know if that will happen or not. So I would have the leaves, the hat, the nose, the beard, the body, the feet. We possibly would have the mushroom, the pumpkin, and the grass left to do on Thursday, but it depends on how quickly we do it. So I hope that kind of answers your question a little bit. So okay, so we'll just dive in. I've got vermilion, which is an orange, a darker orange. I've got regular orange. And these are the color schemes where I'm doing the Thanksgiving one. I'm doing kind of the Thanksgiving-y colors. I've got medium yellow, crimson, of course, black. I've got a purple, and the burnt umber, and the monostral green, as well as the white. So I'm just going to put, and I think some of these don't have, or they have the tin foil on them. So I'll be taking some of those off. But you want probably maybe a nickel size worth of paint. So about, let's see if that will let me put them on. So probably something about this size of each of your colors. So go ahead and put those onto your plate. I know I've got I'm sure I've got 2 or 3 of them that have the tin foil on them. Okay, so that is the vermilion and the medium yellow. I'm going to do the orange, regular orange, maybe just a little bit more of that. And if you're doing your own color scheme, you can just pick out the colors that you'd like. You'll want, I think I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 6 different colors plus the white, black, and brown. So you'll want to pick that many, at least that many colors. My green.
Focus. Focus.
Okay, we can see it better. Yeah. And then my purple. Get that on. And I'm working on my brown. My black. And of course, my white. Okay, and then the brushes that we're going to be using is the number 6 flat brush, flat top brush, and the number 1 round brush is what we're going to be using at this stage. So let me know when you guys are ready to go. These are the colors that I've chosen in the amounts of what I have on the plate. So I've got white, black, brown, purple, green, orange, kind of a dark orange, yellow, and a red.
Tell them to give a thumbs up when they have their paint.
Give me a thumbs up when you have your paint ready and your brushes ready. Okay, okay. Does anybody have questions while we're getting set up that besides the one that we had earlier? Let me know when you're ready to go.
Start over here.
Okay, Star Valley's ready.
Payne's ready.
Payne's ready. Alpine's ready. How are you doing, Kimmer?
One more minute.
Okay. Okay, just give a heads up, Kimmer, when you're good.
Kimmer's ready.
Okay, so we're gonna start out with the bottom of the gnome. And so I'm gonna actually use purple, kind of a dark purple, so that I have a contrast between the green grass and the outfit. So I'm gonna come in, I'm just gonna kind of follow those lines I drew in for the bottom of my gnome, and you're just gonna fill that in. If it is too transparent, you can add a little bit of white to it, and it will make it a little more opaque. It will lighten it up a little bit, but it will make it more opaque.
So this is the pants.
The pants, yeah, so it'd be, I don't know if you can see, I'm just putting in the pants of the gnome. I'm going to add that color. I'm just going to fill it in. Don't worry about going over the lines because we will be covering it up with the beard and the shoes. So the edging that you'll worry about is right next to the sky. I need to bring that a little bit closer. I don't know. Where it's not as big.
I've never done this, so I don't.
We can probably hold off until.
Let's see if that gets a little closer.
Yeah, I think that'll work great.
Dennis.
Okay, so I'll try to get this a little bit closer so you can see. I've just gone around the edges. and added the color. And you can do variations of the color. So if you want to add some like dark purple here and there, or the color that you're using. Maybe I'll add a little bit of, I don't want to go too light. I want to use a lighter purple on the top.
These are the colors you need. Each one is the same size of brushes. So I'll just set that there. And you guys can-
Okay, so once you guys have that done, let me know and we'll go to the next step. Need it. You'll notice that my board, my background's a little bit darker than the original. It's entirely up to you how dark you want it, or how bright. Just make it yours. So Alpine's ready, okay.
Like Star Valley.
Star Valley's ready. Awesome. And I'm using the number 6 flat brush and the number 1 round brush. So.
Ask Thane and Cameron.
Okay, how are you doing, Thane and Kemmer?
Thane's ready.
Okay, Thane's ready.
Cameron's ready.
Okay, so camera is ready. So what I'm going to do, our next step is we're going to take that same color that we used for the body or the pants, and we are going to, you can lighten it or darken it. I'm going to actually lighten mine. And you'll notice that we've got like stripes going up into the hat. So I'm just going to come in and I'm going to layer the purple. I'm just going to do that lighter purple. I'm going to come over and just put those stripes in here and there. I also like plaid, so I might make this a plaid as well as a stripe or a striped plaid. So I'm going to kind of add some bigger spots of that purple to, so I can add the lines from the plaid. And you're going to follow those lines that you drew at the very first. And so I have, I actually have a wrinkle in the fabric of the hat right here. So I'm just going to add like a light purple to distinguish that. Let's see if I can make it light enough that you can see. I'm just basically adding that white over the top and blending it in with the rest of it to kind of give that. See if you can see. So can you see that one corner on this side where I've added the light and you have the contrast between the dark and the light? Wonder, can't tell if there's a glare or not. Can you guys see that okay?
Oh, they
Oh,
gave us
start
thumbs up.
out. Okay, awesome. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna add some more purple stripes on the top. And again, if it's transparent, just add a little bit of white paint to it and it will create more of an opaque color. I'm gonna add I add too much white. I'm gonna come in and add a couple more purple stripes. So do it so you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm gonna add one more. So I've got I got five stripes of purple in there. And if you want to make smaller ones, you can make smaller ones. Add a little bit of white on the one side. Oh, I just covered up my wrinkle in my, maybe I need to make it bigger. Might add a little more dark.
Do you want your colors? Do you have all your colors? Yeah. That's fine.
I'm gonna add a little more white. And remember again that your colors are going to dry a little bit darker than the paint that you have on your plate. Okay, so once you have your stripes, your first set of stripes, let me know. And we'll go to the next step.
Okay, Star Valley's ready.
Star Valley's ready.
Camera's ready.
Camera's ready.
Our Thane's ready.
Thane's ready.
Alpine's ready.
Okay, so everybody's ready?
Yep.
Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll go to our next color. Let's do, I'm gonna do green as my next color. And I want to keep the intensity of it, so I'm not going to add any white to it unless I need to. And this time I'm just going to come in and do like maybe half of what I did with the purple. So I'm going to come in and add just a smaller stripe. And I might have to do a couple layers of this one because it's fairly transparent. So I'll put one in and let it dry and then put another layer on there. So I'm going to come in and add that second. Stripe. And try to keep it within those areas of where you drew it in. Might have to add some white to that, even though I don't want to. Give it a little more. Opaqueness to it. I'm going to go ahead and add another layer to that first one. And the second one. I'm going to add one kind of in the middle between those two. Might be a little bit wider in one spot compared to the other. One there. And I think I'll make, well, I think I'll just do a stripe towards the very end. I'll pick another color for the very end of the cap. Go ahead and add some white to make it a little bit more opaque. And see it more on the edges. I'm going to come and do the other side. So let me know when you guys have finished those stripes. And we'll go to the next. Next step. Is it bouncing too much?
No, it just froze again. I don't know why it keeps freezing. Okay.
She's doing okay.
It's okay.
Maybe I can move it up just a little bit more. Like that. See it a little bit better. Okay, so let me know when you're ready for the next step.
Star Valley's ready.
Star Valley is ready. How are
Kimmer's
you?
ready?
What is that?
Kimmer?
Kimmer's ready. Awesome. How was Cokeville doing?
I'm okay.
Doing good?
So Thane and Alpine, how are they doing?
Thane and Alpine, are you ready for the next step?
Yeah, Thane's ready?
Okay, Thane's ready. So Alpine, okay. So this next step, we're going to pick up some brown and we're going to work on the shoes. And you can use black to darken it. You can use white to lighten it if you want lighter shoes. I'm going to use kind of a darker brown with lighter highlights. So I'm just going to come in with that number 6 flat brush and create the shoes. I'm just going to fill it in with that darker brown. And then I can come in with a little bit of white, mix it with that same color, and I can give it like a shine or a like the top of the shoe. Added just a little bit too much white. I'm going to mix it on into that brown. So I have the different variations of the color. And maybe there's a little shine at the top of it.
That's your burnt sienna?
It's the burnt umber. So, oh, it froze. It froze on the TV.
Oh, there we go.
But it's still not. Can you see the shoe okay from there? Maybe we shouldn't have moved it.
It might be too close. I wonder if
Okay,
that's what it is.
yeah, let's make it go back to where it was at. So you can kind of see the shine of the shoe there. So. And I'm going to go in and do the darker brown again. Fill in the shoe. A dark brown. And I'm going to add the little white to it. I think I need a little more brown. And then I'm going to add that white to it. To the black, towards brown, black down towards the bottom of it. A little more brown, white.
Which side are you highlighting?
I am, so Cokeville's asking what side am I highlighting? I am highlighting the left side of the shoes. So can everybody see that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me know when you're done with the shoes. And we'll go to the next color. You know, while we have the brown, we might as well do the stem for the pumpkin as well. So is anybody in a spot where how many of you guys have got your shoes done?
Alpine thing. Star Valley. Camera. They're all done.
Okay, so let's grab some more of that brown. And we're gonna add some white, and we're gonna just put that stem in for the pumpkin. So we had a circle, kind of a circle. So I'm gonna come in, and if it's easier for you to use the number 1 round brush, go ahead and use that. I'm just using the flat of the edge of the flat for this pumpkin.
A little tree.
And then I'm gonna bring down, it's gonna kind of go through the hand, but it's gonna kind of go into the middle of the pumpkin. So you want it to get enlarged as you go towards the pumpkin. And I will lift this up and show you what I've got here. And you can do different variations of the color, of the brown color. So just kind of put that stem in there.
Over here on this pumpkin.
Yep, the pumpkin on the left-hand side. So I'm gonna add some like highlights. Actually make it a little bit brighter with the lighter brown. Just added a little bit of white to it. And then I can go back in with like the darker brown and add the, like the, what do you call it, veins in the stem itself. Give it some texture. And I did not add any black to this one, just the brown and white. So you can kind of see a variation of color there. Can everybody see that okay? Okay, so when you got that stem done, let me know when you're ready to go for the next step then.
You gonna do the pumpkin?
Well,
Mushroom,
the mushroom and the pumpkin we'll do later.
okay.
Because we'll do that before we add the nose and the hands,
Okay.
but we'll try to get to that point, yeah. So Cofield was asking if we were going to do the pumpkin and the mushroom, but not quite yet. Okay, Star Valley's ready. Thane's ready. Alpine's ready. How are you doing, Kimmer? Almost there? Almost there? There. Okay, cool. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll go to, let's go to the bright red or the, it'd be the crimson red. Not the dark orange, but the red. And we are going to put in some like these little lines. So we have some little lines in there. That's what we're going to be putting in between these stripes that we have. So I'm actually going to put like one or two, or try to fit one or two of them in between. Sometimes I'm going to be hitting the purple. Sometimes I'll be hitting the green. But I'm just going to come in and add those little stripes. And you can use the -- 1 brush if you're comfortable using that. You can use it for the smaller lines. I like the flat brushes because it gives me a kind of an anchor to create that smaller line. I'm going to come in and I'm going to add a couple red lines. I think maybe I'll have them touching both the purple and the green. And if I need to add in some color, I can. I'm just going along the bottom, my purple, and of course I've got that wrinkle in my hat. And if it's too transparent, you can go ahead and add some white to your red. It'll make it just a little bit pinker, but it will prevent that transparency. So I'm going to have to add some for those edges that go over into the burnt blue. I'm gonna come in. And up there. There. And I'm gonna start my plaid at this point. So once I get my stripes in, I'm going to add the lines that will start creating the plaid look. They'll just be going the opposite direction as the stripes. I'll try to get all of those stripes in first. Need to add a little more red.
You still have one more color to go in the hat?
We have 1 to 2 colors. So we have well, we have dark orange, light orange, and possibly yellow if you want to put some yellow in there too.
I didn't make enough stripes.
Oh, it's however you want to do it. So if you want
So
less
the other
stripes,
color you put in there is orange?
yeah, orange. I've got a dark orange, a light orange, and a yellow. So Cokeville was asking how many colors we had left to put in the hat. So we still have 3 extra colors that we can add. I just darken those stripes and then I'll start on my plaid. Okay, so with my plaid, I'm gonna water down my red quite a bit so that it's a little more transparent for the plaid color. And then I'm just gonna come in and kind of go over the top of it just really lightly and just bring in those lines. And they're not gonna match up because of the waves and the dips of the material of the hat, but it will still come across as kind of the plaid. And where I have that wrinkle, it will come out just a little bit more on the side. Okay, so you can start seeing that I've got those opposite direction lines that are creating that plaid look. So if you want to do something like that, you're sure welcome to do that as well. So let me know when you're ready at that point. We'll try to finish up the hat. Also decide what color you want the hat band to be. So this one has kind of, it matches the shoes and the stem of the pumpkin. So you can do that way to bring him in, or you could do it like a dark purple to match the bottom, the green, or you can do the oranges. So kind of figure out what color, what main color you want for your band for the around the hat. So give me a thumbs up when you're ready. Alpine's ready. Thane's ready. Star Valley's ready. How you doing, Kemmer?
Oh, looks like they're ready.
Okay, so Kemmer's ready. So let's go ahead and we'll pick let's do the light orange is our next color to come in. And I'm just gonna lightly go in between the red lines that I created earlier. And I need to blend it in on that end. That is a pretty orange. Just kind of put it in between two colors. And again, the number one brush might be easier for you to do that, to get in between those small spots. You want to. And I've got, try to do this so that you can see what I'm doing. And of course, if you need to use your acrylic slow dry fluid, you can add that to the paint to make it a little bit easier to control as well. And I'm just going to go in and fill in all of those areas that I haven't already with the orange. Got one or two left, and then I'll have to do the corners where it's kind of transparent with the blue. Make it just a little bit lighter so I can cover up that edge. And the end of my, oh, no, I didn't. The end of my cap, I'm actually going to do the orange color. So I'm going to do the end of that with the orange. And so I'm going to have to add a little bit of white to make it a little more opaque. Finish off that edge. picked up some orange. So I'm just kind of going along those edges where it goes into the blue and adding that lighter opaque orange to make it show up better against the blue contrast. And I'm also going to use that to create another stripe, but this one I'm going to do quite a bit wider. So I'm going to make a transparent orange. And I'm just going to go in between like some of the red, and I'm going to go over those areas. The wrong side. Every other one. Got that, that.
Seems like some of them are done, so.
Okay, so that kind of, I don't know if you can see how I did that light layer of orange to create the other plaid. Okay, so have you guys decided, thumbs up if you have decided what color you want to do the band, the hat band?
Payne has,
Thane has,
Star Valley has.
Star Valley, Alpine. So Kimmer, have you got your color picked out for your hat band?
You might have to just tell them what color you're going to use.
I'm going to use, I think I'll use, I don't know. Maybe I'll use the yellow. No, I don't want to use the yellow because we got the nose. Let's do the orange. We'll just do the orange. So I'll pick the orange for the hat band. You're just going to come in and fill that in with the one color. And you can see that my marker is showing up a little bit. So I'll have to add a little bit of white. But you want to have a little bit of variation in your hat band. So if you look at the first one that I did, there's like a variation of brown that's incorporated into the hat band. And so you want to do something similar to that so that it's not just plain one color. And you're just going to fill that in. This one might turn out more Halloween-y than Thanksgiving with the green and the purple. Didn't think about that. Okay, and then I'm going to start adding some white for some variation and to make it a little more opaque. I can also add like, so if you add the complementary color, which is like a blue, I don't have any blue, but purple might work. That will also give it a tint that it will give you a different value of orange for the color that you are using. I might have to go over it again with the there we go. Starting to cover up the marker now. I'm gonna add just a titch of purple and see what it does to my orange. So it just kind of gives it kind of a shade to it. Maybe I have a couple wrinkles in it. So I've added purple to my orange. It's really subtle, but can you see the shading of that purple in the orange? Okay. And I'm gonna add a bit more white. Do a little bit more, add a little bit of red to it as well. I'll give it a okay, thumbs up if you have your headband all finished.
Alpine, Star Valley.
Alpine, Alpine and Star Valley have theirs done. Okay, Ben and Kimmer, how are you doing?
Kimmer's ready.
Kimmer's ready? How are you doing, Thane?
They're ready.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so we're gonna start on the beard now. So I'm gonna pick up quite a bit of white, and I've got a lot of other colors mixed into it at this point. But you're just going to put in a basic foundation of white. It might, hopefully your headband is dry a little bit, so that it won't affect it. But if it does, that's okay too. But I like to add like a really rough edge. So if you look at the side of the beard there, I've added a rough edge to it to create kind of the hair. We're just going to come in and do the whole thing in white with kind of that rough edge to it. I'm going to come along the edge of the band. And if you want to do a different color beard, you're sure welcome to. If you want to do a brown one, this one is going to be a grayish white, and possibly a little bit of orange at the rate I'm going. Okay, so I've covered up that whole area with white paint, and I'm still using the number 6 flat brush. And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take that what white paint I have left, and I'm going to mix that with a little bit of black. You don't want a whole lot, because then it takes away, you want it to be a fairly faint gray, not a real heavy dark gray. I might have to add a little more white paint to what I have. So I've got kind of a, I don't know if you can see that color gray. It's not real dark, but it's not real light either. And I'm just gonna come in and I'm gonna add, using the edge of my brush, that flat end, and I'm just gonna come in and kind of feather that hair in there. Over the top of the white that I've got down. And it may blend in a little bit with the white if your white is still wet, and that's okay too. Because you're just creating a beard. I'll pick up a little more gray. Use the flat of my brush to add those hair texture. Maybe you want to put a mustache in there. You can put a mustache, or I know some guys like to braid their beards, so you could do that if you wanted. Just make it yours. Okay, so you can kind of see it's kind of rough with my beard. So I'm going to kind of come in with some white, if I've got any left, I can use. Clean out my brush. And I'm just going to kind of integrate that gray into the beard. I'm just going to come in. I picked up a little bit of orange, so it might have an orange tint to my white, but okay, so if you've reached that point, give me a thumbs up and we'll go to the next step, which is just kind of basically outlining some of the hairs. So thumbs up when you've got your beard kind of in there. Okay, Alpine's good. Star Valley is good.
Being ready.
Name's ready. How are you doing, Kimmer? About half. Okay.
Do you want to see some of them while we wait? Because
I-
we can look at Alpine or theme.
Sure. Yeah. If you guys want to show some of your pictures so far of what you've done, that would be awesome. Oh, I can't wait to see it. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Yes. Yes. Oh, fun. I like the glasses.
That's cute.
Awesome. Cool. Cool.
Okay, Star Valley, let's see it.
Hey, Star Valley, how are you? Oh, fun, 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 fun. Yes. Yes, yes. Okay. So is there anybody that is, oh, we got another thing. Let's see yours. Well, I can't wait to see it.
And then I'll show you ours.
Okay. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love that bright yellow. Pretty, pretty. Cool. So we're
So-
gonna show you some of from Cokeville.
Do this, turn yours around. There you go. Here, okay. Amy, maybe some
Cool. Cool, cool. Is that a cat by it?
No, it's a snow gnome.
Oh, a snow gnome. Cool.
He's working on highlights and stuff. Oh, and
Gotcha.
on the other side of the folder.
A polar bear on the other side. That would be cute. That'll be cute. So is everybody ready for the next step? Give me a thumbs up.
Yep, camera's ready.
Camera's ready?
Everybody's ready.
Everybody's ready. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to pick up a little bit of the brown and our white and just a titch of that gray that we had earlier. So it's just a little bit darker than what we started out with. So this is what we used for the beard. This is going to kind of outline it. So it's just a little bit darker than the other. And I'm going to use my flat brush and I'm going to add some water, or you can do that slow dry medium. And we're going to just come in and use that, just the tip, and just kind of add a few hairs here and there. So I'm just using the side of my brush, and I'm just coming in and just kind of making those long hairs. It's a little bit thinner than the original ones that we had, that we started out with. But I'm just going to come in really lightly and add that definition to the hair. And I was going to put a mustache on there, but I didn't. So you can kind of see the definition using that darker. Well, I guess it would help if it was up right side up, right? So you can see the definition of the hair using that darker color, just a hair darker. I'm going to try to put a mustache in there. We're going to see if we can put a mustache using that color. Might have to make it a little bit darker to make it stand out, but I think we can do that. So I got a mustache on there now. So, okay. So we have roughly 12 minutes left. So let's go ahead and fill in our leaves in the sky. And we can also do the top of our mushroom. So I'm going to grab some of the red, just kind of go over that mushroom a little bit. And then I'm going to use the dark orange for the leaves. And I'm just going to block them in with that color. And then we can add the detail to the leaves and do the bottom of the mushroom.
You made the mushroom with a red, dark red.
Yep, I use the crimson. Yeah, crimson red is what I used for the mushroom. You might need to add a little bit of white to make it a little more opaque. I go over that dark blue. Okay, and then I'm going to use the dark orange, and basically you'll just do the leaves themselves with the dark orange. Don't worry about the stems because we'll add the darker brown to the stems once when we start putting details. So I'm going to use the dark orange. It's going to come in and
Your leaves are dark orange.
yep. I'm using the dark orange on the leaves. And I might have to put a couple of layers on mine where I have that dark blue. I'm going to come in and add the dark orange to my leaves. So I looked up my leaves, and this one I'm doing is a maple. But the oak tree has little swirls around the edge of it. I was like, I should have done that one. A little more interested than the other one that I have.
All the leaves are that way.
Yep. So Cokeville asked if all the leaves were the same way, and I am doing them all the same way. Yep. So don't worry about the stems yet, because we'll add those later. I wonder if I can make that into an oak. I do. An oak leaf. Okay, so I've got my leaves outlined. So you can see that the blue paint is kind of bleeding through because it's so transparent. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a little bit of white to that dark green, or yeah, dark green, dark orange, to give it more of the opaque coverage. And you can tell the difference on how that's going to stand out. Just adding a little bit of white to it.
While you're finishing up, you want to ask Kimmer if they have anybody that wants to show. theirs.
So Kimmer, do you have anybody that wants to share their gnomes with us? While we're working on the leaves.
Oh, here comes one.
Oh, I love it.
Oh,
I love it. The rainbows.
Rainbows.
You know, this one just needs some glasses. That would be perfect. You know, the Blues Brothers glasses. That would be
Oh,
perfect.
cool. I love it. Love it. The red, yes.
Anyone else
The
want
two
to show?
mushrooms.
Mushrooms. Okay, one more's coming. Okay, one more's coming.
Oh, fun. Yes, 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 yes.
Yes.
Anyone else?
Okay, cool. Thank you for sharing
Thank
that.
you for sharing that.
Get a little bit of water and some white.
We're at about the 5-minute mark now.
Okay, so we've got about 5 minutes left. So if anybody has questions or insights that they want to share, you're welcome to do that. We'll be back Thursday. And we'll finish up the leaves and the pumpkin and the mushroom and the grass, and hopefully we'll be able to start on our third painting, which is a big poofy bird. I'm kind of excited about that one too. So no questions? Okay, we'll just finish up your leaves.
You can say we'll see you Thursday.
And we'll see you on Thursday.